Hey guys, how's it going? I hope all of you are doing great today. Check it out guys, today I thought we would take a step back from all of the survivaling that we've been doing for the past couple of months and mix things up a little bit with some creative building. Today, I'm gonna show you how to turn this boring underwater crater into an epic multiplayer base for you and one of your friends to have an epic adventure on the server that you play on. Alright guys, without further ado, grab your popcorn and grab your favorite designated beverage, and I guess, let's get this episode started. Alright guys, now, I called this thing boring in the intro, but honestly, this crater is far from it. What I really like about this thing is that there are so many nooks and crannies which we can use to our advantage to build little rooms for all of our survival stuff like our bed, the storage system, an enchanting table, and a whole bunch of more stuff. You get the picture guys. But I'm getting way ahead of myself, so the first thing that we really have to do is clean up the area in and around of the crater. What I did was pretty much remove all of the rocky outcrops within the crater which were taking up the space that we wanted to build in, and I pretty much also widened up the area. Now, once that was done, I thought to myself that I didn't really like the rim of the crater. I mean, it basically just drops off into a hole, and it felt like it needed some more detail to make the build actually look like a crater. So what we did here was go around the entire rim and pretty much just add some rocky outcrops, which make the crater feel much more enclosed and also help it blend in a lot more into the environment. I intentionally left the walls of the crater undetailed for now, since we're going to be focusing on the underwater area of the base at the end of the episode. So don't worry guys, this place is going to turn out epic. Once the walls were done, we needed to put a roof on this thing, and this area is pretty much just begging for a glass dome, guys. Now, I tried to go for a much more organic glass dome than, those perfect half spheres that everyone pretty much uses, since I think it gives the build much more character, and I also was able to mold the glass to the contours of the crater much more efficiently, since it's not really a sphere, guys. It's not really a circle. It's a lot more organic shape. And I have to say, I really like how this turned out. I also really like how the gray glass is much more subtle than the regular variant, but in hindsight, I think a bright color like orange or even a subtle blue would look epic. But hey, you know what? When you build this, the choice is up to you guys. The last thing to do was to drain the inside of the crater. And to do this, I pretty much split up the crater into 4 block-wide compartments using sand, and then with the help of some sponges, we drained out all of the water. Once the water was out, we simply just had to remove the sand by placing down some torches underneath them and watch all of the blocks rain down, which was pretty fun, guys. I really like that part. Now, just a heads up for you. When you are placing down your sand from right at the top of the crater, like I was doing, and then letting them fall down, just make sure that there is not a too high seagrass below you. Otherwise, you'll be dropping sand for a long time, guys. Alright, so the crater is drained and we have an epic area to build our base in right now. I really wanted the water to be a main feature in this build as well, so what we did was pretty much add some of the water back again by building a nice little pond in the middle of the crater. This will act as a centerpiece of the base, and honestly, I really like this area. It's just really amazing just seeing all of the coral and the sea life swimming underneath you while you're walking around the crater. And yeah, it just really adds to the ambience of the build. It's pretty much my favorite area. The next thing we did was build a stone walkway leading from the side of the crater towards the inside, and then we started the construction on the entrance of the base. At this point, I started using spruce logs and wood to spruce the place up. Get it? Alright, now you know me guys, I love adding wood to builds to make the area feel a lot more organic, but the design choice pretty much is up to you on this one. I mean, now that we also have stairs and slabs for prismarine and, a whole bunch of other blocks, some prismarine pillars down here would give the base a lot more of a cool and dark feel, I think, which is just as awesome if that's the kind of atmosphere that you're going for. I think I really would like to see that as well. So, we've built the dome, drained the crater, we've got an entrance, and now it's time to build the base. And I decided that a storage area is the best way to start filling this crater up. Now, this is a 2-player base with 2 bedrooms, so this is pretty much this shared storage area where everyone can come to and add their items for everyone to use. Of course, if you don't trust your neighbors, because let's face it, who does? You can always split this area up into multiple storage chests for the number of people that you're gonna have living in here. I also wanted to incorporate the water in this build again, so we went with a lily pad and lapis walkway across the water to access all of the chests in the storage area. Now, what would a storage area be without all of the crafting utensils that you're gonna need for your adventure? So, a little further along the path, we added a grindstone, a loom, a cartography table, some blast furnaces, and some smokers, guys. Of course, you're gonna need an anvil as well, which I kind of forgot, but hey, I think you'll be much smarter than me and we'll be able to squeeze one right in between the smoker and the furnaces, guys. And now that the crafting area is complete, it's finally time to move on to the bedrooms in the crater. Again, I really wanted to incorporate the glass and the outside ocean into this room, so we extended the glass and built an epic view next to the bed so that you can watch the fishes swim while you sleep. I specifically left the bedrooms a little simple since this is the step where you guys come in and decorate the area the way you want to. I mean, just drop down some banners, show off some skulls that you've collected. The possibilities really are endless here, guys. Alright, so we've built the bedrooms, also decorated the area a bit, and built this really cool glass walkway over to the other side of the crater. And now it's time to build the nether portal and enchanting room. I really wanted to incorporate the nether portal into the landscape of the crater, so I used that trusted old trick to create an organic obsidian shape around the nether portal, which I really think blends the build in very well into its surroundings. Once the portal was done, I noticed that there wasn't really that much room left in the crater, so what we did was pretty much build a secret enchanting setup hidden right behind the nether portal, fully equipped with some brewing stands, and of course, an epic view out into the ocean. And that's pretty much it, guys. The inside of the crater is done and fully functional. All that's left to do is go around the outside, add some detail to the walls of the crater, and of course to put down some seagrass and some coral. I think this is really the point where the build really starts to blend into the environment and just make the area look a lot more homey. I really like this area and I think it just turned out epic. Now, this really just is meant as an inspiration for you guys. What I'm encouraging you to do is go out there, try out your own style, modify this thing. I mean, you can add another bedroom to it, change the block palette, and who knows, maybe you're totally epic and build this whole thing in the nether under lava. Which, come to think about it, I think would make a really cool idea for our next video. Regardless, guys, I'm getting ahead of myself. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to smash that like button. But I think that's going to be it from me. I'm going to leave you with some eye candy at the end of the video and sign out by saying, have a good one, guys, and I'll see you in the next episode.